And you would prefer I not curse, right? The great thing about University of Chicago is that if you come here, you have this vast resource of you know, frankly, some very brilliant people to take classes with, and you can take any subject, and that's something that, you know, any student can take advantage of, that you would not necessarily have at say an MFA program, where, you know, the students are there just to learn one thing. And of course you'll also be taking classes with, you know, really a diverse group of people. You know, I have lawyers in my class, I have biologists, I have math students, undergrad and graduate. So I always like that mix. As a teacher, it's great to have a different perspective. You know, I like that mix of people, and I think the students appreciate it. The critical component, I think, is sometimes missing from certain MFA programs, and you definitely have it here, even though it's only for 9 months. But that critical component is I mean, if you have a background in looking at literature critically and knowing how to not just like analyze it critically, but just to think about art critically, it helps you with your own work. I mean, I don't see how it cannot, you know, when you can kind of not only understand what you want, but understand how other people will, you know, read your work. I think that's essential. I think that's very, very beneficial to your, you know, to your art, you know. There's a sense that the writer is conscious of what they're doing, and I think, you know, the critical component, whether it's an English course or a course on philosophy or theory or on ancient history, I think it makes you kind of think of your work in a different light, which I think is helpful. Well, I've taught creative writing, fiction writing at the University of Iowa and University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and I mean the caliber of students here is very different. Students here are much more well read. They've read much more deeply and more carefully. What's great here is that the students really do believe that they can make it because they want it so badly. And they've always been ambitious and talented and smart enough to accomplish a lot of the things that they want to do. So that level of like confidence, you know, or at least desire to actually make it, to not just dabble, but to actually get published, to be a writer of note, all those things, that changes the complexion of the classes, of not only my interaction with the class itself, but my one-on-one interaction with students. If anything, it's a good thing, because you're working with writers, student writers, who are really gung-ho, enthusiastic, passionate, and confident. And I can't tell you how important confidence is when you're writing, you know.